Welcome back to the channel Coins Collector, my incredible coin-loving family. If you've got a curious mind, a passion for rare treasures, and an eye for the hidden gems jingling in your pockets or resting quietly in that old coin jar at home, then you've landed in exactly the right place. Yes, you heard me, today's episode is going to blow your mind, possibly even change your life. Why? Because we are diving deep, and I mean deep, into a tiny but mighty piece of American history that could be worth a jaw-dropping $91,000. That's right, $91,000 for just one small coin. So get comfortable, grab a pen and paper, because you might just want to check your own stash by the time we're through. We're talking about none other than the mysterious, fascinating, and highly valuable Liberty 1 dime 2000p coin, a dime that might look ordinary at first glance, but holds a story and a value that's anything but. Let's go back in time, unravel the rich history, decode the markings, examine the minting process, and finally reveal why collectors around the world are scrambling to get their hands on this rare dime from the turn of the millennium. Are you ready? Let's jump into the captivating world of the 2000p Roosevelt dime, a coin that could be hiding in plain sight, waiting to turn your pocket change into a small fortune. Mantelpiece clock. The history of the 2000p Liberty 1 dime. Now, let's take a walk through time. The Roosevelt dime, first issued in 1946, was introduced to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a leader who left a lasting impact on the nation, especially through his work with the March of Dimes, a campaign to fight polio that touched millions of lives. His legacy is forever etched into American coinage with the release of the 10-cent piece bearing his name and image. Fast forward to the year 2000. The world was transitioning into a new millennium. Technology was advancing, culture was shifting, and the U.S. Mint was producing billions of coins as always. But among the regular production runs, something incredibly rare was quietly minted, a version of the Roosevelt dime struck at the Philadelphia Mint, designated with a P mint mark, that would eventually become one of the most valuable modern dimes in U.S. history. So what makes this 2000p 1 dime so special? Why is it considered a collectible marvel, an elusive treasure, a numismatic jackpot, magnifying glass tilted left rare variation and mint error mystery? Here's where things get really exciting. Not all coins are created equal, and the coin community is buzzing about a select few 2000p dimes that left the Philadelphia Mint with unusual characteristics, and I'm not just talking about a few scratches or wear and tear. We're talking striking errors, planchet mistakes, misalignments, double dies, and sometimes even missing mint marks or off-center strikes, errors that make these coins not just unique, but extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. One famous version of this 2000p dime shows a full torch with deep, clear strikes on both the obverse and reverse sides, a condition known among collectors as full bands, indicating a sharply detailed strike. When these rare dimes are also in mint state, particularly MS67 or higher, their value skyrockets at auctions. Add in proof-like qualities, clean surfaces, or an unusual error, and now we're looking at a dime that's not worth 10 cents, but possibly tens of thousands of dollars, or even more. Money bag. The value. Why this dime is worth $91,000. Now to the part everyone's been waiting for, the money talk. How on earth could a modern dime from the year 2000 be worth as much as $91,000? Here's how: rarity plus condition equals value. There are only a tiny handful of these 2000p Roosevelt dimes known to exist in perfect or near-perfect condition with error varieties or flawless strikes. When one of these coins hits the auction block, the demand from collectors is sky-high. A 2000p Roosevelt dime with an extraordinary mint error, nearly flawless luster, and a full band designation, certified by a top-tier grading service like PCGS or NGC, has been reported to sell for an eye-watering $91,000 at auction. That's right. A coin that originally cost 10 cents can be flipped for the price of a luxury car, a down payment on a house, or a 4-year college degree. These ultra-valuable coins are extremely hard to come by, but they are out there, some even hiding in plain sight among regular circulation coins, pocket change, or old rolls from the bank package. Could you have one hiding at home? Let me ask you something. When was the last time you really looked at your dimes? I mean really looked? That old change jar in the kitchen. That drawer full of coins. That collection you inherited from your grandparents. One of those little coins might just be a 2000p Liberty One dime with that magic combination of condition and rarity. You could be holding onto a treasure worth more than your car. That's what makes this hobby so thrilling, the idea that history, mystery, and immense value could be hiding in the palm of your hand. Brain tips for identifying a valuable 2000p dime. Here are a few quick tips to see if your 2000p Roosevelt dime is one of the valuable ones. Mint mark. Look for the P mint mark, indicating it was minted in Philadelphia. Error signs. Check for double die features, off-center designs, or unusual shapes and symbols. Condition. Coins with no scratches, wear, or tarnish, especially those in mint state, MS67+, are worth much more. Full bands. Examine the reverse torch. Clear, defined horizontal bands can signal a high-quality strike. Certification. Consider sending your coin to a grading service to get an expert opinion. It might be your golden ticket. Party popper. Conclusion. Small coin, big LEGACY. So there you have it, coin hunters, the 2000p Liberty One dime, a coin so small, yet carrying a legacy, mystery, and value that defies its humble appearance. A piece of American history minted at the dawn of a new century, now making waves across the numismatic world. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual enthusiast, the thrill of the hunt is real. One dime. One chance. One incredible story. Don't forget to like this video if you learned something new, subscribe for more deep dives into rare coins, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another valuable discovery. Today, we're diving deep, real deep, into a modern American coin that's hiding in plain sight. It might look like any other small silver piece jangling in your change, but oh, it's so much more than that. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the seemingly humble yet shockingly valuable 2015p Liberty One dime coin from the United States of America. Yes, you heard that right. Just a simple dime. 10 cents. That tiny coin most people walk past on the sidewalk or toss in the tip jar without a second thought. But this particular dime has taken the numismatic world by storm. Because, under very specific conditions, this small coin, minted in Philadelphia and bearing the year 2015, is worth not 10 cents, not $10, not even $100 or $1,000. No, we're talking about a staggering $11,000 on today's coin collector market. Let that sink in. This is the kind of discovery that gives new meaning to the phrase change your life. Imagine one day going through your spare change, maybe cleaning out your car, or emptying that old piggy bank on your dresser, and finding a coin that looks like every other dime you've ever spent, except this one could pay for a luxury vacation, cover a semester of college tuition, or even knock out a huge chunk of your rent or mortgage. It's a rare kind of magic. And today, I'm going to tell you exactly what makes this coin so incredibly special. But before we dive into what makes this coin worth thousands, let's take a step back and look at its deep historical roots. Because although the coin is dated 2015, its story, and the story of the American dime itself, stretches back more than 2 centuries, through wars, revolutions, evolving economies, and changing cultural values. And the evolution of this tiny 10-cent piece has been nothing short of extraordinary. History section. The dime, as a denomination, was first authorized by the Coinage Act of 1792, the same act that created the U.S. Mint and established the American dollar as the national currency. The name dime comes from the French word dime, meaning tithe, or tenth part, and it was meant to represent 1/10 of a dollar from the very beginning. Since then, the dime has taken many forms, designs, and materials, but one thing has always remained true: it's the smallest coin in diameter currently produced in the United States. Now let's fast forward through the decades. We've had the draped bust dime, the capped bust, the seated Liberty, the barber dime, the beloved Mercury dime, and finally, since 1946, we've had the Roosevelt dime, designed to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt and his leadership through the Great Depression and World War II. The Roosevelt dime design has remained mostly unchanged for nearly 80 years. But even within these familiar designs, special minting quirks, errors, low production numbers, and rare varieties have turned ordinary coins into high-value collector's items, which brings us back to the 2015p Roosevelt dime, the one with the word Liberty boldly etched above Roosevelt's profile and the denomination 1 dime stamped clearly on the reverse. At first glance, it looks like every other dime you've ever handled. But as every true coin collector knows, the devil, and the dollars, are in the details. So, what makes this particular coin from 2015, minted at the Philadelphia Mint and carrying the P Mint mark, so incredibly valuable? Why it's valuable? The answer lies in a combination of factors, and we're talking about a perfect storm of rarity, condition, and minting anomalies. There have been documented cases of extremely rare error coins from the 2015 dime series that escaped the mint with striking flaws. Off-center strikes, double dies, missing elements, or even misaligned planchets. These kinds of errors are exceedingly rare and highly sought after by professional collectors. One such example? A 2015 P. Roosevelt dime discovered with a major die error, still in mint state condition, was authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service, and it sold for an astonishing $11,000 at auction. And that's not an urban myth. That's real money, for a real coin, that started out as just 10 cents, that coin didn't just gain value because it was old, it gained value because of its condition, rarity, and the uniqueness of the error. Coins like this don't just roll off the mint assembly line every day. Most get caught. Most get destroyed. But a few, just a few, make it out into circulation. Into vending machines. Into pockets. Into purses and glove compartments and piggy banks. Which means, yes, you could be holding one right now and not even know it. Current market value, today, collectors are willing to pay upwards of $11,000 for high-grade, certified versions of this elusive 2015 P. Liberty 1 dime coin with the right error or mint state grading. That's an 110,000% increase in value from its face amount. Think about that. That's like turning a penny into $1,000. It's practically alchemy, but backed by real collectors and real markets. Even lesser versions of this coin, ones that are in excellent but not perfect condition, or that have minor minting quirks, can still fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The demand is real, and the interest in Roosevelt dimes, especially recent mintages with confirmed error patterns, has skyrocketed in recent years. Closing T's plus CTA. So what does all this mean for you? It means that your next financial breakthrough could literally be sitting in a jar of change right now. All it takes is a careful eye, a bit of knowledge, and a willingness to look where others don't. In future videos, I'll be showing you how to identify mint errors, what grades matter most, how to get your coins professionally appraised, and where to sell them for top dollar. So don't go anywhere. Smash that like button if you love stories about small coins with big value. Make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any future episodes, because I've got a treasure chest of rare coin secrets coming your way, and you're not going to want to miss a single one. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a valuable coin, or if you're planning to go through your change drawer tonight. Who knows? You might just be holding 11 grand in the palm of your hand.